how do you think about precision medicine and all the precision medicine strategies that collect enormous amounts of data around a particular condition? Are you thinking over the course of, let's say, this decade, that that's going to really make a difference in quality and the type of care that can be delivered?
Yes, I think there's two arms to that dialogue. There's what I'll call the biological arm, and then there's the experiential arm. So if you focus on the biological arm, lots of energy being put against it. Feels like oncology clearly evolving to a place where no two people with the same disease are treated the same way, especially as we understand how the interaction of the immune system with the underlying cellular drivers of cancer interact, so that you really do have to understand that person in order to create a therapy. And other immune diseases or immune-mediated diseases increasingly become more personalized. So my expectation is that path just keeps on going, and our ability to understand which patient's physiology responds to drugs and all those sorts of things will keep evolving. So clearly more. I don't think there's an end state to that, but I think that we make progress. I think that the more interesting one is superimposed on that is the concept of personalizing an experience separate from the biology. And that's one where we are going to be able to borrow lessons learned from outside of healthcare and other industries, other services and product industries, which have already recognized that that you need to think about your customers much more individually. As Gary, you described in your book, N equals one, markets of one. Healthcare is about the most perfect example of a market of one. The biology alone makes you a market of one. But then you superimpose whatever your individual preferences are, and the probability that two people want the exact same care experience is zero. But the ability to personalize it requires two arms. The first arm is I need to know you in a way that is very context specific. And that has not only understanding your illness and your preferences, but there's a time series attached to that. But even if I do, the experience is still very monolithic unless I can figure out how to give elements of it that you can give you some level of control and give some level of variability, which is one of the reasons why I think not just digital data, but digital platforms and software are so critical to this conversation, because it allows us to convert the care experience into a blended physical and digital one. And it is that blending that allows us to create hyper-personalized experience in addition to the personalization of the biology, which will come from the clinical data part of it. So both of those are going on at the same time.